Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Adam, can we get a wow, wow, wow?
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you very much. By all accounts, it's a Friday. Welcome back for, we don't know the dates. They're all just random.
Let's see. The election was, it's hard to not talk like Orson Welles now.
Yeah.
Just because I heard his voice so much.
Yeah, because you love that last time. You were gone. The election was what, the 4th?
Actually, can I play a tape of me and Orson Welles?
How will we be able to tell which is which?
That's a valid point.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking like myself.
Oh, I see.
You met him? You met Orson Welles?
Joe, you can't play that tape with that shirt.
Oh, Mike Meyers of Studio 54, Steve Rubbell?
Steve Rubbell, I said not with that shirt.
Now, Steve, is it
I don't
true?
have another one.
Is it true that the disease rubella is named after you?
Yeah, it's named after me, of course, and my mother, Mumsy.
Her lovely lady.
I called him Mumsy. And then, of course, that became Mumps, and they called that Mumps. And then, of course, my pet weasel. That somehow I wrote that down, and it got turned around.
That is a cute name for a pet.
Yeah.
Mumps.
Mumps?
Well, no, I'm sorry. He's my pet weasel.
Oh.
And his name is Weasel.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's
but then somehow I put that up on the marquee of Studio 54. Come see my pet weasel. It got turned around to measles. So yes, I'm responsible for measles, mumps, and rubella. Yeah.
That was a long way to get to measles.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Now,
That's certainly a
did
compliment.
more people turn up for the measles than the weasels?
Yeah, it's more people for the weasels, sadly.
Because was it, did they think that was a euphemism for
Did
something?
they think
They
Pauly
did.
Shore was going to be there?
I said we got the hot tub, so we got plenty of slippery weasels everywhere.
Yeah.
And
it was actually just
Pauly Shore. Yeah, absolutely. They absolutely thought Pauly Shore was going to be there. And at the time, he was just the son of the owner of the comedy store.
There was a small boy.
Sure.
They thought this boy.
There was a small wet boy.
Whose parents owned the comedy store were going to be there. And Mitzi and Sammy, they were there. But they were mostly.
And we get the word, much in the sense we get the word rubella from your name. We get the word for the juxtaposition of water and land. Shore. We get that from Mitzi Shore, right?
From Mitzi, because she was always trying to drown comics who were requesting more money from
It's
her.
amazing how many words were invented in the 70s.
Yeah.
I know the 70s was a craze. Before that, we were just walking around saying bus, soup. Like we didn't have the words. That my family helped invent a lot of the words that you guys use. A lot of people don't know that. Joe, you're still wearing that shirt.
Is that what the
I'm not going to take it off.
Joe, not in that shirt. You can't.
Look,
you can't continue the podcast in that shirt.
No, I can. What are you going to do?
Not in that shirt.
So we should catch you up, by the way. So since
What's happening now?
At least 2015, probably you can't
Catch
do
me
this.
up because I want to open. Get this, Studio 55.
Wait, so they're just... Had you had 53 studios prior to 54?
You got me dead to rights here, Adam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was my 54th attempt, and they say
Well,
they say
Studio-
insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
The other 53 were
I
just
say not in that shirt.
It was an apartment building you owned, right?
Joe, I noticed he's still talking to me with that shirt on.
Okay, so since 2015, there's been
Yeah,
this movement.
it was one apartment building with 53 units.
Studio,
and
yeah.
and then every unit was like a different club.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a good idea, right?
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
great idea for the tenants.
Was it? Did you have to? Was that part of the leasing agreement that you had to run and operate a nightclub?
Yeah, I guess I wasn't specific that. Yeah, it wasn't just a nightclub. It was also someone's functioning home, and so they
That's what I'm-
they would have to work the
Yeah.
nightclub, run the nightclub, and have good numbers too.
Wow.
Yeah.
The annoying thing is that it's like the kitchen and the bedroom
Yeah.
and the dance floor are all in the same area.
Yeah.
Down in the
New York City,
in the hallway, does this get confusing? Because if I'm lined up for Studio 51, presumably the line to Studio 52 is very close.
Oh no!
So-
Well, see, I was there, so it's a 53-story building.
Oh wow!
All one store, one
With
unit.
one unit per.
Yeah.
And they're
Wow.
studio apartments.
And I can.
These are huge.
Yeah, they're all studio
Huge
apartments. My
studio
God.
apartments.
Yeah, that's why they call it Studio 53, 54. And Studio 53, Joe, you couldn't get in that shirt. I tell you,
Was there-
wait,
now,
I'm
are
sorry. You'd have to put on a second shirt.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, that's
are
the thing
you
about Studio
Are you a
53.
superstitious person? Did it go Studio 12, Studio
Oh,
14?
did they skip 13?
No, I did. I opened Studio 13, and in Studio 13, Joe, you're not gonna like this. You have to wear 5 pairs of shoes.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's right. What else? What other
The nice
studios
thing
you
about
guys want to
the
know
nice thing
about?
about that building being so thin, though, on 9/11, they probably weren't even like close to thinking about it.
Yeah. When you
Don't you think?
when you wear 5 pairs of shoes to get into Studio 13.
You better start small.
Now here's the thing, because
Yeah.
this is someone's functioning apartment. Also, do they have you take off all 5 pairs?
That's a valid point.
Yeah, You gotta take off all 5 pairs, and also we do
No
have
wonder the line is so long.
we have
Yeah.
house shoes, you know, in case you don't. You don't wear a blazer to a nice restaurant. We got some shoes you can borrow that range from flip flops all the way up to clown.
So it's like a bowling alley.
But now,
way.
presumably, in that, with such a large range of shoes that you can wear, presumably you could wear any shirt.
Well, in studios 10 through 20, yeah, you can absolutely wear any shirt.
But 13
yeah.
would be incled in that then.
Well, 13 is the 5 pairs of shoes, Joe. The shirt
You
doesn't
said
have
10
anything
through
to do with
20
it.
just now.
And you can wear any shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you went to the wrong
Are you listening
studio
to me?
Yeah.
Joe, take the earphone, take the shit out of your ears, and the shirt off your body.
Hey, by the way,
and put the shit on your body and the shirt. In your
I heard a crazy story about Studio 13 where I guess
Yeah.
Donnie Brasco refused to take his 5 shoes off, so they beat the shit out of the
It's
tenant
true,
in that one.
They knew he was a cop, and they
Yeah.
beat the shit out of him right there.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, there's the Studio 35, which, Joe, you'd never get in not wearing a toupee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, did anyone?
Not a knock on you specifically. Everyone has to wear a toupee.
I mean, I don't mean to be shitty, but Andy Fleming's ugly.
Everyone wears a toupee, Joe. The hot chicks, the young dudes, everybody wears a toupee
Okay.
in studio, whatever I said.
I just thought it was funny you called him ugly.
Is that because in Studio 18 that's the password to get in?
Andy Fleming's ugly.
Who is
And you
this
have to
guy?
type it.
On an and it's the 70s, so you
Yeah.
have to type it on an old.
Yeah. All right. So look, I'm not going to take my shirt off. Let's just get that out of the way.
Well, you'll actually be very welcome in Studio 55.
oh, the new
Yeah,
one.
That's not. We don't do that kind of shit. It's a new day. Studio 55. Come on. In fact, just come on in.
Oh,
It's here.
nice.
In Matt's
it's-
apartment.
That's right. It's Secret Hitler's apartment.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he does.
How does Matt? How do you feel about
just
that?
come on in. Joe, wait.
I've given
Not
up.
in those pants.
The
Joe,
khakis.
not in that underwear.
Not the Hanes.
Not the Hanes.
What if he.
Well, I just took my pants and underwear off, so now
Joe,
what?
not in that athletic
What if he
supporter.
took that shirt off and he had the same shirt again underneath? Technically,
Oh,
it would
a
have been the
double
same
shirt.
shirt.
Hey, if I know when I'm beaten, then I know when you got me, and when you got me, you got me. And
By the way, I've already walked in the club because I took my pants and underwear off.
yeah,
But
come
there's
on.
nothing in here.
I know. Yeah. It's
So you're
just,
kind of Porky Pigging it? You're just like Winnie the Pooh because you got your shirt on.
hey, everybody, look over here. It's Joe Fernandez wearing nothing but an athletic supporter. What an asshole! Take your shirt off, you pig.
Are you a high school bully?
I mean, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'm a high school bully. I bully high school kids if I have to. Is that what you ask?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I bully high school.
I mean,
kids.
you've been trying to get me to take my shirt off. I mean, if not, I bet you bullied. just
Matt, take your finger off the button. We're not wrapping up. All right, I have a lot of stories to tell.
That's too bad.
Wait, did you just hit it?
No, I didn't because we haven't said Beetlejuice 3 times.
Oh, well, now we've said it once, Matthew.
We
Thank you
have.
very
so
much.
yeah. So do you also treat women this way, or what's
Joe,
the deal? I was gonna tell you
you're
since
not gonna be able to
2015,
come into
especially.
Studio, you're not going to be able to come into Studio 69 unless you sit on my face. All right, and let me get it.
Is that because you won't be able to see what shirt he's wearing if he's in
Well,
your
there's
face?
that, but also in Studio 69, you gotta be 69 in to get in.
Oh,
I feel like-
you're going to open 14 more, 14 more
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
There's part of me that feels like if I just tugged on that zipper behind you, it'd be Orson Welles underneath.
No, please don't, and please come to Studio 101. But you gotta bring a Dalmatian.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
With Andy, Joe, and Matt. We're Matt, Joe, and Andy.